Welcome everyone, it's Sunny in Van, where the grass is always greener. On this channel, we try to educate you on real estate. But before we get started, disclaimer alert. The content on this channel is for informational and educational purposes only. This is not financial or professional advice. With that being said, let's get on with the show.
It's sunny. It's sunny in Van.
All right, everyone. Just want to let you know I had the opportunity to do an open house on Saturday out in Surrey, BC. We're going to take a look at this property and we're going to break it down to see would this property be the right one for you. Let's get right to it. Now, as you can see, this property is located at 604-9887 Wally Boulevard. And we'll quickly go through the pictures over here. It is listed by Nancy Shea from EXP Realty. And let's quickly go through the pictures. As you can see, there's a nice living room. The walls, the ceiling are painted white, which allows the light to be bounced around and really bring out this room. I do like the color of the cabinets. Look at the views that you get. You get a balcony here. Yes, there's another building here, but if it was here personally, there's phenomenal views. Let's quickly go through all these pictures. Another shot and angle of the kitchen. This right here is actually the dishwasher. It's built right into the cabinetry. You actually have your fridge over here, and you actually have a freezer over here, microwave, as well as your oven and your gas stove top. Nice floors, nice colors. It's a really beautiful home. It also has Bosch as your appliances. This is the master bedroom. Again, look at the views. Look at that scenery. That's beautiful. Closet here, more views from that window. Full washroom, part of this master. As you can see, this is the master washroom, really well done. This is one of the other rooms. So it's a 2-bedroom, 2-wash. And look at the view over here. You can still get a double bed, as well as a desk, and of course storage. And this is storage outside that room as well. Washer, dryer right when you walk in. If you come from this side, you walk in, there's a washer, dryer. And then to the left is actually another full washroom. And to the right is just a greet room, like an entrance way, which you can also use as an office or storage. And this would be your main washroom. It doesn't have a tub, which the master does. So walk in. And this would be right when you come in from the entrance. You use this as an office or storage, whatever it may be. And this is the balcony again. Look at the views. Nice, beautiful views. And you have a couple more buildings that are coming up. Beautiful views. Skytrain right here, so very accessible to get down to Vancouver. Now the building itself has a pool. A smaller one here. Looks like a bigger one over there. A party room. Entertain some guests. You got some pool tables, TV. Badminton court, volleyball court, whatever you may want to use this for. If you're very active, you also got the gym. You can work out each and every day. Close to amenities as well as shops right on the ground floor. Save on foods. Get a lot of your groceries here. You got TD Bank right here. Holland Park. Got some security cameras and entrance right there. And those are the pictures. Let's get out of the pictures and let's read this quickly here. Introducing Park Boulevard, located at 9887 Wally Boulevard, the renowned creation of Concord Pacific. Ideal for investment or personal use, this corner 2-bedroom home offers a perfect living opportunity. This unit has an EV charging parking stall and additional charging stations in the building. It's close to the upcoming UBC campus with a functional layout and courtyard views. It showcases stainless steel Bosch integrated appliances, air conditioning, and brand new floors. Park Boulevard has state-of-the-art amenities, including a swimming pool, steam room, gym, badminton court, party lounge, business center, and 24/7 concierge. You'll be amazed by its proximity to King George Skytrain station, along with its convenient access to SFU, parks, restaurants, grocery stores like Save on Foods, IKEA, Winners, Staples, and shopping centers. Now, square footage of this is 828, Stories of this building is 41. Age of the building is 2 years old. It's been on realtor.ca roughly 30 days. And annual property taxes is roughly 2,300. Parking underground. Let's look at some statistics here. So in this facility right here outlined, there's a population size of roughly 2,300. The median age of people is 32. Average household size is roughly 2. Average household income is 65,000. Households with children is roughly almost 50%. And I think that's enough for a little bit of statistics in this area. Let's go right on to our data analysis that we love here.
It's sunny. It's sunny in Van.
Welcome to a sunny world. All right, everyone, we're back here. I know we started off the show with this data, but I just want to go to the property that I did a hosting on Saturday just to show you what you can really get out in the lower mainland of Vancouver, BC. Now, this is out in Surrey. We're going to go through this one by one so you can have an understanding what it's going to really take to purchase a property like this. Now, if you were to buy the property for $699,000 with a down payment of $69,900, your mortgage would be roughly $629,000. Now we're talking about a down payment of roughly 10% down to get these numbers. Now, if you were to do that, your monthly mortgage payment is going to be roughly around $4,000. Now, that is quite a bit of money. Now, if you're a high net earning individual, this might be easier said for you, but a lot of people out there may not be making this much money. Now, if you would love to get into a home like this, you may need 2 incomes. You may also need to work with friends and family to be able to afford this. And if you don't have the down payment, that might be another thing that you can potentially do, is reach out to friends and family to see if they can help you get that down payment for a property like this. It's a wonderful property. I really like it. Newer building, really done well. Concord Pacific, really good property for sure. What else can we talk about this property here? Now, there is another section of the show that I like to talk about. It's called Sunny to the Moon.
It's sunny. It's sunny in Van.
All right, everyone, Sunny to the Moon. In this section of the show, we're going to turn this property into a rental property. What if you were to put 20% down? What would this look like for you if this was a rental property? And what would your gains be in the future? Now, we're going to switch this over to 20% down, and it's going to change this altogether. What this means is if you're going to buy this property that is listed at $699,000 and 20% down is roughly $140,000, your mortgage would be roughly $560,000. Now your mortgage payment is roughly $3,500. However, the difference in this scenario is you're going to have this occupied by a tenant that will be giving you rent, which would help you with that mortgage payment. Now, what would the mortgage payment be out of your own pocket if someone else is paying majority of the rent? Now, let's take a look. If you were to get roughly $2,900 on a month-to-month basis, paying off majority of this $3,500, you would be building $520 a month in equity in this home that you purchased, or condo apartment, if you will. But out of pocket, you would only pay $545. Now that would be a mortgage of $3,500. You're only paying $545. Now think about that for a moment. In your head, for $545 a month, you can purchase a $700,000 property, or sorry, I should say a Ford. That is if that tenant were to stay in that home month to month and pay roughly $2,900 a month. Now, this information included is for educational purposes only. This is not financial or professional advice. Make sure you talk to a mortgage provider, a specialist, or a broker to really understand your financial situation. However, if you're looking to buy or sell a home, I am here to help. Now let's take this a little bit further. What if you kept this property for 5 years? If you would have kept this property for 5 years, you would have built roughly $37,000 of equity in this home. However, you would have paid out of pocket roughly $27,000. Now, if we were to add the equity and the rent together, now this would be subtracting obviously what you took out of your pocket, you'd actually be left with $9,300 over 5 years. If you were to keep it for 10 years, you would have $87,000 of equity built with $40,000 out of pocket. Remember, the rent is not covering all the mortgage, but if you were to offset that and combine that, you would be left with $46,000 built with equity and rent. Now let's break this down one more time. We'll run it back. So this is based one more time on 20% down. If you bought a property for $700,000 with a down payment of roughly $140,000, your mortgage amount would be $560,000. Your potential monthly rent, if you were to get roughly $2,900, you would be out of pocket by only $545 a month to pay the difference of that mortgage. So $545 a month would allow you to afford a $700,000 home. Now, the equity built in 5 years is almost $37,000. And now this is where it gets really cool and you could get really big returns on these fundamentals. Now, in 5 years, if the property increased to roughly $815,000, that means you would have cleared roughly $115,000 in profit. Now, this equity, not only are you paying into the home, you're also built it because the property value went up. You can always leverage equity out of the home and be able to purchase other houses or other properties. Now, that's a different discussion. If you're more interested in that and getting really into the fundamentals of how to pull leverage out of your home and purchase more homes, please do reach out and we could really coach you on doing that. Don't want to do on these short videos right now. There's a lot of information. So let's just move on further. If you were to combine your down payment, your 5-year return, your rent, your equity, and if the property value increased over those years, and you were to actually sell that home, you'd make $125,000. Now you tell me, in 5 years with the plan that you have currently, are you able to save $125,000? Look at what you're saving on a year-to-year basis currently, and would you be able to emulate this in 5 years? If not, this might be a really good investment for you. Now, that is roughly 84% return. Now think about that, 84%. What a metric that you should use is when you put your money in a savings account, how much interest are you actually earning on that money? And is it anywhere near 84%? Now, if you can tell me it is nowhere near this, then this is something you could definitely look into. If you're new to real estate, please do reach out. If you're a veteran into real estate and you're looking for deals, reach out as well. We'll find you the right property for you and we'll dissect those numbers to make sure that you get what you really want as a return. You want to make sure that you're continuously growing to support yourself and your loved ones. But before we shut this show down for this episode, let's see how much down payment you will require to make this into a cash flow. But before we do that, how much money would you require to be making to be able to afford this as your principal residence? So let's run this one more time backwards. We're going to go down to 10%. Now, if you had put down 10%, and the bank is going to look at, can you afford this home on a month-to-month mortgage payment basis? Now, they might look at the interest rate as 7.5%, like a stress test. They might want to add a little bit of buffer to make sure, can you own this home? Now, the mortgage payment goes up to roughly $4,400. What they're going to do is they're going to look at roughly 39% of your income before taxes to be able to see, can you even afford this home? Now, again, this is not financial advice. This is for educational purposes only. You should talk to a mortgage specialist, either at your bank or a broker, to make sure that they can help you out and see if the numbers work. They might be able to get you a better rate or coach you on that aspect of real estate. Now, how much would you roughly need? You would need almost $142,000 to be able to afford this home as per the bank's eyes. So they may see this and say, you need $142,000 to qualify for this loan. Now, that may be a little bit hard to do. That's when you might need to have more people on title, ask for help, and really get there. Now, if this is an investment property and you could put 20% down, maybe work with some friends and family and start getting as much real estate as you possibly can and build those returns. And you can always sell off the properties in 5-10 years and make those lump sums back. But to get into that, you got to be very creative if you don't have the means. Now, where would we need to be if we wanted this to be a cash flow property? Let's see if we go up to 25%, will this be cash flow? We're almost there. It looks like it's $330 out of pocket still. Let's go to 35%. Wow, there we go. A lucky number. 35% down will create you a cash flow property of roughly $100 a month. Now, what could you do with $100 a month? It seems small, but this adds up quickly. In 1 year, that's $1,200. In 10 years, that's $12,000. But let's just stick to $100 a month. That could pay for your phone bill that you don't have to worry about. Now you just got increase of rental income over the years. That would change this whole dynamic enormously. But let's just talk about the $100 a month. If you're going to make an extra $100 a month, what would that do for the career that you already have? If you got a raise and you're making $100 a month, it does change because it could pay a little bit gas for the week. It could pay for grocery for the week. It could pay for other things. Now, this is the game of cash flow. The more cash flow opportunities you create for yourself, the better off you're going to be in the future, because now you don't have to worry about making that much more income just to subsidize your living expenses, your life expenses, the way that you want to live your life. You might have a number in mind that will make you financially free. And how do you get to that point? For me, real estate wins. I've done real estate. It's helped me out tremendously. What if we had put down 50%? Now you're making $760 a month extra. Wow. What would that do for your life? What if you had 75% down? That's $1,800 a month extra. Your life just changed, did it not? Now, this is saying if you had that much put down. However, what if you are paying off the equity? You own it today, and 20 years down the road, it's basically like putting 75% down. You'd have $1,800 a month. That's closer to retirement. That's closer to financial freedom. If that's what you want to do in your life, and that's what you're looking to do to secure your financial future for yourself, your family, your kids, your loved ones, this is something that you should really look into. Get serious about it. You know, you might think that you're going to buy real estate in 3 years, 5 years, 10 years, but start getting serious about it today. Build out those goals for you to be able to get, one, the down payment or the income required to be approved for something like this. With that being said, Sunny out.
The clouds may gather, the winds may blow, but in my heart I know it's sunny, then let's go. Brighten your day, enjoy the show. It's sunny and then, it's sunny and then. Stay a while, create a plan. It's sunny and then, it's sunny and then. Here to help the best he can. The clouds may gather, the winds may blow, but